Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC Champs, it's Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. John Mechie was his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The Panthers at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and...
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. And Stroud now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to find John Mechie, and it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this Carolina defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Fourth down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Stroud now on 1st and 10. To the right side and caught by Dell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Going for it with Pierce. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Play action. Stroud now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Young. Throw left side, complete. That's Marshall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down. They go play action. Young sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play fake. Now Young. And he's going to go down. the Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Henry To'oTo'o in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Young will set to throw. The connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the snap's made at the Texans 21. Young now. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Young to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second down throw now from Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Texans.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Young on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, 56 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. Here's Young looking to throw on second down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Young now from the 50. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. An option handoff given to Sanders. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Sanders has got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Young to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team.
There he goes, right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
First and 10, it's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Houston.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Able to power through. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Stroud now. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Breaks through the contact. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
He's a gain of 15. But it's 3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Texans.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Stroud. That's caught by Howard. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on third down. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard from 3 yards out. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Now Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot take it on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And Young's throw there incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Marshall coming in motion right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Houston,